At the scoreboard end of the ground, we have many past players who were coached by the late Ben McKendry, including members of past teams of Heidelberg United Football Club, South Melbourne Football Club and Brunswick Tremendous Football Club. Today we pay tribute and celebrate the life of the late Ben McKendry. Can we lead off with a minute of sustained applause for the late Ben McKendry, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Heidelberg United Football Club, we will pay tribute and celebrate the life of the late Ben McKendry. Ladies and gentlemen, also you can see on the scoreboard earlier this month the tragic passing of club favourite Mr. Ioannidis, who was a stalwart of this club, and we'll be playing the song that he sang in tribute to this great club as the players come out onto the pitch with the mini roofs. So once again we celebrate the lives of the late Mr. Ioannidis and the late Ben McKendry.
Welcome to HUFC TV on this Sunday afternoon. It's very, very cold. We're in the midst of winter, but I tell you what, it's going to warm up on the pitch this afternoon. We're not too far away from the big derby game. Round 18 in the NPL in Victoria, and it's Heidelberg United Alexander hosting South Melbourne Hellas. Yours truly, Blakey, on deck, JB on camera, and of course, Kenny Taylor. Kenny Taylor.
They've asked me back.
The consummate broadcasting professional.
Thank you.
Kenny Taylor.
The check's in the mail.
Oh, it's a great job. Yes, indeed.
Thank you so much.
Great job the other night. You and Jay Fott down there, that Bentley Greens game. The Warriors getting up in that Cup 7th round game against Bentley Greens 6-0. It was an absolute shellacking, and it's good form to come into this one. South Melbourne, they won their midweek cup game as well, a 1-0 squeaker against St Albans, but now the focus is here at Olympic Village. The focus for the last couple of hours though, Kenny Taylor, while we've got a little bit of time, is just quickly today a lot of the past greats of the game from our era, your era in the 80s, joining together today in the VIP area as a tribute to Len McKendry.
Yes, it was a very fitting situation there. There was obviously a lot of guys there that I played with, I played against. The likes of Jimmy Rooney was there, Jimmy Campbell, Theo, Andy Buzikis, from Heidelberg, and obviously John Eisner as well, but also some of the Hellas guys, George Christopoulos, some of the Juventus guys like Brian Brown, who spoke glowingly of Lenny when he was there as the captain of Juventus. So, it's been good with, you can imagine there's been plenty of funny stories, and remembering, obviously Lenny, and, as he spoke well, because obviously he pretty close association with Lenny, but obviously there's guys who couldn't make it, like Gary Cole has just had an operation in his ankle. So, but anyway, it was a good time, a good laugh, and plenty of stories.
If you weren't round in the 80s, you missed an era that was unforgettable for so many reasons. Hopefully, unforgettable will be this afternoon's game as the Warriors and South Melbourne stride purposely out on the paddock for this round 18 game. South Melbourne, well, they're streaking away with the league competition on top of the ladder. The Warriors currently sitting fourth, but here's, you want to talk about Len McKendry, Kenny Taylor, in April 1982, the Warriors, Heidelberg United Alexander, played the first home game here, official home game at Olympic Village. And on that day, John Eisendorn on the 77th minute getting up with the only goal of the game to beat Sydney City by a goal to nil. And the coach that day, Len McKendry.
Now, just sorry to interrupt you, but also the assist was for my person who normally...
You're an idiot.
Well, if you actually see the footage, I hit a shot and hit the post and John Eisendorn scored.
Right,
anyway, the situation there was that people they couldn't believe I was actually at the centre circle. And I won't say too much about that, but no, that was a fantastic day for the club. And again, as you mentioned, Hellas obviously doing well in the league, and Heidelberg, the Bergers have had some results where some draws, but the last couple of games have done pretty well. So
don't wreck my stat, Kenny, but I've got to tell you. I was just mentioning, I think we're having a minute silence, are we? We
yes,
are.
Yeah. Well, should be a minute's applause. Yeah, it's a minute's applause, which I think is probably a bit more respectful to somebody. I think a minute's silence is a wee bit kind of morbid, I think personally, but yeah, it's applause.
Give you a minute's silence for your television career, Kenny Taylor.
I know. How about hey Saturday?
You're a very, very hard man to work with. The Warriors, of course, in the yellow and black, and South Melbourne Hellas in the all blue, led by their big, broad-shouldered skipper, Harrison Sawyer.
My God, he's some size, that boy.
He's huge, and he's having a magnificent season for South Melbourne on his return. 13 goals so far as South Melbourne topped the ladder. As I was about to mention before you jumped in, and we're talking about that first game here in 1982. Well, right now the Warriors have gone 19 games or 434 days since they last lost here. It's the longest undefeated streak at the Olympic Village ever in 40 years.
Yeah, that's a fantastic bit of stat. And again, the game the other night, obviously there was a few changes enforced for the Bergers, and I think they've probably got a couple of the guys back again. But again, look, these type of games are always fairly even in that regard. Kind of form to a certain extent goes out the window. It's a bit like a cup game to a certain extent. And hopefully that both teams turn up and entertain the crowd.
Well, South Melbourne, for all their huffing and puffing over the last couple of years, finishing top of the ladder and then second, and then of course they're first again this year. But the last 2 grand finals in the NPL here in Victoria, Kenny, they've South Melbourne have come and they've played at Olympic Village and they've lost 5-0 and 4-0. So it's not a happy hunting ground. What can they produce today? The Warriors still gathered together. As we prepare for a start, South Melbourne are out there and ready to rock and roll. They have been, they've won 13 this year, and all told, as I tally it up, they've won something like 60 of their last 75 odd games. So they're on fire. They're a fair old unit, South Melbourne Ellis. But the Warriors, well, again, they showed something on Tuesday night down there at Bentley Greens, and they've been very, very good here at home. And we're off to a start. The time clock has started as AJ forces it away for the Warriors, and we might go through the 2 lineups. As we've got no Jofot to do that. Josh Pearn, he's got a bit of power in those legs. And those pins.
He actually obviously got injured on Tuesday night. You get more of a kind of a dead leg or a cork, as they say. But it's good to see him back in again. And obviously the fullback who gets sent off, I think, last weekend, he's back again.
Ali for Idara, for Dom Fowler, who played a manful role on Tuesday night. And you know what? Symbolic, wasn't it, that it was raining only 20 minutes, half an hour ago. The sun came out for the kick-off, and it's hopefully going to stay away. Dom Fowler nowhere to go. Roaming into the front half. AJ pops one over the top, speculative. It skids, it bounces, and it rolls out of play at that social club end of the ground. Kenny Taylor and yours truly, Greg Blake, on deck. It's round 18 of the competition. It is Derby Day, thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers and Melbourne City Toyota. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I think, as I say, these type of games, the first 5-10 minutes, like most games, first 5 or 10 minutes, they're trying to kind of feel each other out. Again, whoever kind of gets on top, and but you've got to try and get the ball under control and try and dominate your opponent as best you can.
Long bomb from Lopez, and had too much gas on it in the end. It just floated out of play.
I was like Trinidad Lopez.
So it's going to be a Hellas ball from the sideline. Jordan Lampard spins it. And then it's a long toss over the head of Harrison Sawyer, almost popped away by Ali, and the referee's going to call it back. Don't know what for. Certainly wasn't offside.
It was a handball. I think he's just indicating. The referee.
Good. That's what we want as a penned referee, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Let's just put Mario Barcia to take the free kick. He's about a suburb out from the CBD. This bloke can play, Barcia. He's a beauty. Avondale, then Oakley, and now South Melbourne Hellas.
Let's put a couple of good teams there.
He pops it airborne, far side of the penalty area. Big leap from Jake Marshall. Comes to nothing. Warriors will clear it, or will they, through I think it was. Collins, a bouncing ball, awkward, pin, chested down. The idea was right, the delivery was just a squillimetre off. We've played 3 minutes into the Derby game. The rain has stayed away. It's almost windless. It's not a bad day for footy, Kenny Taylor.
Yeah, it's actually a good game. In the situation, as I say, it's the same for both teams, but whoever adapts quickly enough.
And AJ was undecided just for a moment, and then he pops it back for Sousa.
Again, referring to the game on Tuesday night, I think it can impress me more than anything else was certainly the Bergers going forward. I think that a lot of firepower now. Again, the team they played against were slightly slow at the back, but you've got to give credence to the Bergers front three.
AJ tried to force feed it, nothing happening. Ellis will clear awkwardly in the end. Collins straight up route one. Good stuff. Should have been a free kick. Surely it should have been a free kick. Gee whiz.
Yeah,
that was a tough call.
I think the referee obviously was kind of on the spot there, but it was a bit kind of. I was going to say 6 of one, half dozen the other, but it didn't look too good.
Well, relative to some of the crap that I give it, well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, look, it's you're here all night talking about that.
Yeah, I know.
So, thank goodness I've not got VAR, but we'll even go there.
Kenny Taylor joining us, club legend, 149.
I knew you were going to say that. So,
oh dear, you're a beauty.
I think they got rid of the abacus after my 149. I think I'm sure it was 150. But anyway, we'll not argue the point.
Pretty sure it was 150.
We'll not argue the point.
Yeah, you do. Every time I say it, it does rankle with you, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's just, yeah.
Idara squeezes it for Olsen, who was terrific the other night, wasn't he?
He really impressed me. I actually spoke to him after the game and he said, "Who are you?" But that's another story. But no, he's very quick and very confident on the predominantly left side of the body. Anyway, we're through now.
Oh, well played. Then by
Yokokawa.
Yokokawa. Bang!
That's a goal.
That is an absolute Bobby Dazzler.
That is.
Wow, on 5 minutes. Yokokawa, the Japanese.
My goodness.
Wow. He launched a cannon shot and it was never erring. It was never going to miss. Lopez could just look at it. And on 6 minutes, the Warriors are in front.
Yeah, well, that's what did they say? That's where the spiders live. Up over in the top net. Yeah, that was a tremendous strike. And again, he can impress again.
And I love that, the little bow.
I did mention it on the call on Tuesday night, but the one thing that gets me with Japanese players, and just Japanese in general, the culture, they're so respectful.
Yep.
You know, he get taken off on Tuesday, and they bounce to get out. You know, so it's just respect for the game, respect for the.
He's a slightly built fellow, is Yokokawa, but I'll tell you what, there was he knew exactly where he was going with that, and he placed it exactly where he wanted to. What an outcome, what a result, what a game we've got. The derby is alive.
How they've got to.
Harrison Sawyer, by virtue of his height.
He's going to...
away by Collins. Penn will try and run the gap, but just too long, and edged back by Yankovic to his goalkeeper, Lopez. South Melbourne right now, they'll be reeling. That's like copying an uppercut in the first 30 or 40 seconds of a boxing match. Farley curls it back for AJ. Idara for Ben Collins.
Certainly a great start for the Bergers. As I said, now they've just got to make sure that they keep their discipline for the next 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, what a start. If you just tuned in, you missed probably the goal of the season as far as the Warriors are concerned.
That's right. Especially against the opposition.
No, that was just a rip snorter, wasn't it?
Oh,
so Warriors trying to battle their way into the front half. The foot in by Marinkovic brings Idara to the ground, and it's going to be a free kick.
He impresses me as well, Idara, number 20. He's very confident on the ball. Good.
Asahi Yokokawa with the opening goal of the game on 6, and that's the way it stands. On HUFC TV this afternoon as Spielberg joins us, who did such a wonderful job in getting that function going today too. Well done to everybody at the club to celebrate the life of a great man, Len McKendry, a truly great man. Magnificent success as a coach in the 80s with he started at Marrickville, as I recall.
That's right, in Sydney, came into Melbourne.
Yes,
obviously, the main was obviously Ellis and Heidelberg, then he did Green Gully and obviously Juventus and South Melbourne.
Wonderful stuff. Great man.
Exactly. Certainly.
Yokokawa, that's the man we're talking about. He wants to get a run at it. Jake Marshall says no. Fowler couldn't clear, goes airborne. Comes down with bicycles on it on this cold afternoon. Starting to gust up now. Whoa! Brave by Sosa to come out of his penalty area. South Melbourne reclaim the footy, but right now they've played a round down that left-hand side. Mario Barcia.
Good defending. And I've
got Barcia twice on my team list.
Have you?
One of them's got to be him. All right, I'll work that out in a second. Hang in there. Jeez. Just stay with me. I'll work it out. Where's J-Foot when you need him? He's good at that. Olsen couldn't control it. Ball spins down. It's loose. Sawyer goes first time, and it looped and bounced awkwardly, but Sosa was all over it. Help. Oh, dear. Oh, Bernarda is 24, of course. No, well, Bernarda. Loose ball down. It's behind the pole there. I can't see a bloody thing. There we go, cleared. Or half cleared anyway. Barcia goes outside. Good stuff.
Good block
from South Melbourne. They're just starting to warm to the task, aren't they? Painter Andrews.
There's been a wee bit of pressure, but good defending from the Berger boys.
Zara puts it out of play.
I think we've got the rain back on again.
We have too.
Yes.
So we're certainly hitting that wintry spell, aren't we?
I think I'm back in Scotland. Summer.
It's heat wave. The factor 10. Oh, big long toss. Harrison Sawyer. And that just flew about a squillimetre wide of the far post. That's the value of Harrison Sawyer. He's big and he's
very
powerful in the air.
To mark again. So I think, again, that's what the Bergers have got to be kind of wary of and just try and make sure that he maybe takes a couple of steps back. If he's not going to win the ball, just let them.
Windsor Management Insurance Brokers in Melbourne City 2 to bring you the action, a special edition of HUFC TV. It's been a big week for the TV boys. Kenny Taylor's done 2 games in a row. He's going to do one well eventually. Sits in Tharis.
I'll probably sleep for about 2 days now. But that was a wee bit kind of bit silly there. Just, I think to try and play it from the back. We've just got to try and get forward.
Painter Andrews will take the throw-in duties, and I reckon he's looking to launch a rocket. He takes a long run up, hurls it toward the top of the penalty, edge of the penalty area. Nothing doing. Painter Andrews again comes to ground, forced header by Harpenny. Away by the Warriors, just no fuss, no bother by AJ.
Right, get pressure.
And in the end, it'll be Jordan Lampard who spins on it, looks back upfield. They're down by a goal to nil. We've played 11 and a half minutes. Kenny Taylor's with us on this Sunday afternoon.
Nothing happened, yes?
Just listening to the effects, Mike. Oh, Yankovic. Olsen put the pressure on. Lampard, the release ball. He saunters towards half field, and then there's a quick change of heart. Barcia.
Yeah, I think if the Bergers are going to pressure, they have to pressure in mass. It can't just one person going to pressure the ball. There's got to be 2 or 3. So, if
you just tuned in, hopefully there'll be a highlights package with just that one single goal on 6 minutes from Asahi Yokakawa. That's the way it's standing at the moment. 1-0. Heidelberg lead it. Swing and a miss by Marinkovic and out of play. So it's going to be a South Melbourne ball from the sideline, broadcast side of the ground. South Melbourne attacking that southern road end where all those aimless consumers are coming home with white goods they don't need and credit cards they will never pay off. Sorry, deeply cynical.
Oh, goodness.
Jack Painter, and remember the days you saved up a bit of money and you just paid
cash.
Jack Painter Andrews.
That's the old days.
With the hurl to the near post, it dropped onto the feet of Marko Jankovic, but he didn't know a lot about it, and it sort of bobbled over the line at that southern road end.
Yeah, the Bergers are quite resolute in the defence there. At least they're attacking the ball, which is good, and not allowing them to get in. As I say, the big strikers, obviously he's a kind of threat in the air, but we've just got to just close them down and just not allow them to play.
If you're wondering where the great man Jay Fott is this afternoon, at the moment he's up in the VIP stand doing the stadium announcements, but hopefully he'll join us.
Yeah, he's
Zara kept busy.
He's over there quaffing wine and eating lobster.
Don't get him on the grog. he'll be out doing laps in his undies. He's a shocker.
Not a pretty sight either.
No, it's not great.
Yes, he's good.
It's a 1-0 game. The Warriors lead it by a goal to nil on this Sunday afternoon. Yeah, no, it's not a thing you can't unsee it. I can promise you that. As speculative one, it'll take a bounce. Light rain starts to fall again. Jankovic angles it back for Javier Lopez.
Oh, yeah.
Light rain, which is threatening to become a little bit more than that.
Exactly. And I think it looks as if wind-wise it's going towards the Hellis's goal. I think the wind, you can see the rain's coming across, so but that shouldn't really kind of.
So they're playing with the rain. Is that where you're going with that, Kenny?
Not a song. This is better. See if you've got the pressure.
Lampard,
you've all got the pressure.
I tell you what, he had to sweat on that Lampard. He'll get the throw in. So it's 1-0. Melbourne City Toyota wins the management insurance brokers. Not a bad crowd build up given the inclement weather. Collins, he waited and then drags it back for
Oh no.
Sosa. I'll tell you what, that was nearly a moment, but they'll get away with it, or will they? Errant ball, well done, Dom Fowler. He wanted it. He wanted it. He knew that the danger was there, and Dom Fowler was there to avert the crisis.
Exactly. So I think in these conditions, there, you've got to be 100% sure when you're hitting the back pass or putting the ball backwards. You're better going forward and try and fight for it in their third of the park.
Ben Collins was the outside for.
That's all right. That's good.
Jamal Ali, Prince Ali. So the Warriors in the league anyway, coming off that 2-0 defeat at Green Gully last weekend. South Melbourne up by a similar scoreline against Manningham last round.
I suppose it's you get these. I was going to say strange results, but again, for a team to be undefeated or go through, it's very difficult.
Well done by Yokokawa, Josh Penn.
Get something.
He hits the accelerator, square ball, dangerous. I reckon that was Mazis who was lurking. Oh.
Right.
And Dom Fowler again doing the grunt work. I love Dom Fowler, the dominator. Big Ben Collins. Big Ben, always on time. See where I'm going with that, Kenny?
Oh, look. I won't get to sleep tonight. Thinking about that.
I just feel that
the good thing about it is, I say that they've got the confidence to do that, to knock the ball into players who are actually marked. But this is where.
Oh, well done by little Mo Idara.
Off. Over the corner, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so we got a deflection off the defender. Corner to the Warriors. They lead by 1. We've played 16 and 1/2 minutes on this Sunday afternoon, heading toward evening.
Yeah, at least the locals are getting behind the team, which is great.
As I said to you before, they're on a 19-game undefeated streak here, the longest in Olympic Village history. Right now, well, they've gone for 20 now. They won the goal to the good against South Melbourne on 17 minutes. Melbourne City Toyota wins the management insurance brokers on a brisk and frisky afternoon. Corner sits, player went down, the bouncing ball.
Corner.
Well, pressure came on. Saw a player go down there too.
Yeah, I don't know if he slipped or he was impeded, but again, it's always very difficult. It doesn't matter where in the world the game's played. People are blocking people, or they're holding back, and it's just it's I must admit it's very difficult for referees to officiate in those situations.
Olsen saunters across to take the corner, this time from the Northland side of Olympic Village. It's a 1-0 game on this Sunday afternoon, nearly 18 played. Olsen, take 2. 5-step drop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he launches it out, swing, a dangerous one. Josh Pinn got his head to it.
Yeah, I think just kind of ricocheted off his head there, but again, look, it's good pressure from the Bergers, because the last probably 5 minutes, Hellas probably had, I'm not saying more of the ball, but they just seemed to kind of have a bit more confidence.
South Melbourne have lost their last 4 in a row at this game, at this ground. The 2 grand finals, as we mentioned, where they got spanked both times.
Yeah, we're saying that's probably not a record you'd like to have. No.
And then, of course, last year, in the second last game of the season here at the South Melbourne, or rather Heidelberg, came from behind to win 2-1. The season the Warriors would rather forget last year, but that was an electrifying performance to end the season. Dom Fowler, AJ Fitahajic. Josh Pinn.
That's better.
AJ.
That's good.
No nonsense. Just get out of here. He's grabbed Sawyer and just shoved him out of the way. The don't argue. There's always a place for it. Collins for Idara. Nowhere to go.
Yeah,
and he was
Take it
corralled.
forward. Yeah, just take it forward.
Don Fowler in the corner for Moses. He's overwhelmed. The
Oh,
ball
good
is-
challenge. Good challenge.
AJ's there. Came off the boot from Marinkovic awkwardly, and he read it perfectly. He read that one perfectly too, the big fella. Edmund Fitahajic, what a buy he has been for the Warriors. He came in 2020 during that transitional year, and then, of course, that was
Oh, well played.
spoiled by COVID. Around the corner ball by Olsen, scampering out of his area at 1 billion miles an hour was Javier Lopez. He bombs it away. And AJ again. That time he gets the angle perfectly for Sosa. Collins, pressure comes from
That's better.
Garcia, but
Right, take it
to
forward.
no avail.
Take it forward.
Well played by Ali. The delivery wasn't great. Muzis did awkward control, but he brings it down for Olsen. Outside ball. Rukakawa for Muzis. Well, he whacked it. And the up and under sits in Saros, came spinning out of that like the perfect ballerina pas de deux then.
Just give it a
Kenny,
feed.
do you know much about the old ballet?
Oh, yes. You not see my tutu?
I have,
Oh,
actually.
no, yes.
I read about it on. Oh, dear. Kenny Taylor joining us, club legend. Played 151 games for the Warriors. Does that look cool out to you? Does that make up for all those times?
I can't wait to end the game. I've probably played 200.
Do you want to say 200?
No,
Because nobody's going to question it.
Exactly. You can say what you like. Although I'm sure there'll be somebody over in Scotland listening to us, maybe watching the game. I'm sure they'll fact check it or whatever they say.
Yankovic with a laconic launch across from left to right. South Melbourne for
That's it.
the first 21 minutes of the game, and that's where we're at. They haven't exactly electrified, have they?
Yeah, they've had a bit of possession. I'm talking hell. They've had a bit of possession, but haven't really kind of penetrated. Haven't really got past it. It's obviously the focal point's that guy up front, the captain, and but they don't seem to be playing off him. You know, he's going to win the ball 9 times, if not 10 times out of 10. But they don't seem to play off him. Seem to be too far away. But
Lopez. Pressure from Josh Pinn. I
So
like the way Josh Pinn does that. He keeps the goalkeepers on there. He keeps the opposition goalkeeper on their toes.
of course.
He's got a big broad body as well, Josh Pinn.
Well,
I don't want to see him lurking at my line of sight, running at full pelt.
Well, I think, as I said, watching some of the games last year, I think he tends to play more wide, and I think he's now played. Now I know Boy Shepherd's obviously not playing, and he usually plays through the middle. So Pinn's playing through the middle now, which I think is okay, because as I say, he's got a bit of pace, he's got a bit about him as well.
Ashton, Ellis, Nicolaides, Kane Shepherd, and Anthony Theodoropoulos on the bench for the Warriors this afternoon.
Yeah, look, I suppose.
It's a strong bench, actually.
Well, I think, and I know that John's pretty strong on it. John Anastasiadis is very strong on it, and having a good squad. And you got your 20 players that, you know, if you've got to bring 2 players off, or somebody gets injured, or somebody gets sent off, or booked, or whatever. You can bring somebody in that you don't miss a beat, and that's what they try to do.
Yeah, Moses pops up on the right now.
Yeah, he can impress it on Tuesday. Sorry if I keep referring to Tuesday, but what I liked about him was that when he got the ball, he was very positive. He was running at defenders, which is.
You love that, don't you? Because you mentioned it 400 times. Oh, Big Ben Collins.
You're looking for that. he lunged. It was more awkward than anything else.
Yeah, that's what I was.
He's gone in, and although this boy looks as if he's in a wee bit of
concerns for the Hellas player that's down on the ground, but I don't think there was even a smidge of malevolence about that.
There was no malice in it. He just slightly late for the actual tackle.
Oh dear!
It's one of those ones where, and I think nowadays you get a lot of players who actually get booked or even sent off because the ball goes just beyond them, and then they try to lunge in, and then obviously looks worse than what it actually is. Now the guy's up and he's walking about as if he's nothing's happened. So
strange about that, isn't it?
probably just got an Oscar. You got an Oscar.
Strange about that.
I know.
Oh, I tell you what, they've improved the on-field cure for over the years. So it's back with Sousa at that southern road end. Big Ben. The game's been played at a leisurely pace.
Yeah,
there's no.
Yeah, I haven't really we're not breaking any records as such, but I think they're fairly cautious in their approach, and that's both teams.
So if you just joined in, 1-0 game.
Terrific goal, great goal.
Wasn't it a great goal? Hopefully we can get no, we can't get a replay of it at this point, can we?
No.
Love to have one though. Thala, you'll see it on the highlight reels thanks to Spielberg later in the week. it's Pressure's your middle name, is it? Oh, the turnover might be valuable for the Warriors. Leo Martis, he did well. Cheeky squeezed it down that line, and Lampard just forced it out of play. But it's a Warrior free kick to be taken by Prince Ali, Jamal Ali. He's a beauty. So balanced, so elegant. Much like you when you're dancing. Kenny Taylor. So elegant.
Kenny Astaire.
You twit. You're a shocker. Don Farley.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Again,
Yokokawa cops one. Now that's got to be a yellow card.
Yellow card, yeah.
Now that was a serious yellow card, that one.
Yeah.
And Josh Pinn is remonstrating. Stay out of there, Joe.
Exactly. We're just having a bit of handbags. Here we go. Look, I think they've from the referee's perspective, he's obviously can let a couple of tackles go, but you can only take so much. You've got to actually think there's authority in the game. So, and again, that was probably bookable.
Well, that was.
Yeah.
That wasn't Arthur McMillan bookable, bookable by today's standards. The late Arthur McMillan.
If it had been Arthur McMillan, he'd been that Souvlaki stand over there.
He would have too.
We actually mentioned that in there about the grand final in 1980.
I loved it.
With
Kenny launched Kenny Bowden.
I say Kenny Bowden didn't go in the running track. He went further in, 4 rows up.
That was one of the great moments in the game.
Exactly.
Arthur McMillan, what a champion. What an absolute champion.
He's booked a coach, Hellis's coach, or maybe one of the coaching staff. Yeah, just got to.
Fantastic.
You have to be very.
I love the way. Do it at half time or something. Jeez, I hate that. Don't stop the game.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what's being said to you off the bench. Honestly, I cop worse crap at home.
Well, obviously over there, there's one of the referees who, again in my era, such Dennis Vassilis is there. And, Dennis is one of the, I suppose it's the old school. He well done.
It's becoming a little bit of mad scramble ball at the moment. Warriors will get a free kick. Adrian Zara going to ground. We've played 27 and a half. What if Jay Font's going to join us today?
No, I don't think he is.
He's not going to join?
No, he's not going to join us.
It's just you and I, Kitty.
That's it. Toe to toe. Look, to me, the main thing from the Bergers' perspective is to make sure that they keep their shape and don't get. You've still got to go forward.
How good was that? Ali.
He's done well.
Numbers crowded him out, but it's good stuff. AJ for the skipper, the Mexican, Adrian Zara. Puts it on the deck for Ali and Collins, and then Fowler, and finally Yokokawa. He's a beauty. He unleashed the beast, and that's got to be a free kick.
So that's pretty close to being another bookable offence. They'll probably just give him a warning.
It'd be interesting to see where this goes, because it's just getting a little willing, and Yokokawa's copped a few already, hasn't he? Asahi, Yokokawa.
Yeah, exactly. Get some sake in him. He'll be fine. No, what he's done there, irrespective of what team it is, I just don't like that personally. The remonstrating, putting the card up. You have to book him now. Obviously, you should leave all those decisions to the referee. And if the referee's strong enough and good enough, he'll do the right decision. He'll book him when he needs to book him. And again, that was, you could see what he was going to do before he did it. Past the two players, and the only thing they could do is bring him down and stop him from playing. So
it's a
so
free
far,
kick.
so far the Bergers are I don't say holding their own. I think they're doing pretty well. It's just a matter of bossing is probably a good term.
Is that voice going to air?
Well,
Good.
obviously not.
Don't respond to it. That's the director, Steven Spielberg.
So that was a rhetorical question there.
Olsen. I don't know what your name is. Just be quiet.
Billy Spielberg.
Olsen.
Right. It'd be nice to get a
Scored a couple on Tuesday night. He was an absolute
flying machine.
monster.
Flying machine.
Olsen left foot going homeward. That was goal bound, and that was a double fingertip from Lopez over the bar. How beautifully crafted was that free kick?
Here's a replay on it. Tell you what, to score in that situation would be bad for the defence. But he's got to do something. He's got to tip over the bar. And now they're taking the corner from the other side. So
Olsen will strut across to take it. He's busier than Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen at the moment.
A one-armed man fighting.
Do you know who Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen?
Yes, I do. Yeah, the twins, the Olsen twins. They're worth about a squillion. They've got more money than the Kardashians, I think.
What about Jimmy Olsen? Do you know Jimmy Olsen?
Jimmy Osmond.
No, Jimmy Olsen used to work as a
Jimmy Olsen is
cadet at the
that's right.
the Daily Planet. The corner comes in. Murder ball as they went for. It's going to be a corner to the Warriors. I'll get it again.
Murder ball. That was a good movie.
Was it?
I don't know. But some good pressure from the Bergers. We've just got to try and hopefully capitalise on it.
About Jesper Olsen, remember him?
Yeah, he still lives in Melbourne, I think. From
corner, Olsen takes it, spinning. It's Harrison Sawyer was there. Olsen gallops after it and then squares it. HA with it. Well, just as good as an airy. Holding his ground then was Collins. He did really well. Fowler's had to track back for coverage. Harrison Sawyer. They might get lucky or they might be unlucky. In the end, it was the latter. They were very lucky.
No. Here we go.
What?
Well, they've obviously impeded the goalkeeper, and because it was a bit of a ricochet.
Let's see now.
I think he's Irish.
Sosa is
here we go. The replay now.
Down. Let's have a look.
It's just a clash.
Well,
Hellas player's got to go for the ball, and so is the goalkeeper. But obviously he's come off second best. But again, that was the old Irish striker ricochet there.
31-30 played. Heidelberg lead it as they have done since the 6th minute by 1-0. The wind blustery now.
It's good.
And chilly. There's a little bit of concern. There have been a little bit of concern about Lopez because he is still down. No, not Lopez. I should say Sosa.
I just think he got. I think it was a clash with his left leg. I think possibly maybe his knee, but hopefully he'll be. He's up now, so.
So Yaron Sosa, he's had a wonderful season as well.
He's going to book the number 9, captain, because I'll be honest. I think that's a fair call. You don't lift your hands and do what he did.
That's 3 bookings now against Hellas in the last 5 or so minutes.
That puts him under the cosh, as they say.
It does a little bit, doesn't it, Kenny Taylor? 1-0, the Warriors lead it. It's going to be a corner.
This could be soapy bubble in the box here.
Now it's getting willing.
Yeah,
they're having a word to Big Sawyer, which is probably the play right now. See if you can aggravate a couple of the blokes that have already gone in the book. Now Yankovic comes in and joins the fray. This is getting interesting. This is getting willing.
I think it's basically the same for both teams. They're all trying to egg each other on here. And
there is an absolute slew of players back post. The near post. And they collapsed. It's going to be another corner to be taken by Cincinsaros in the number 80.
That's what you call a good corner. It was like not really good corner, but it came off okay near post.
That would be I suppose. Is that a lukewarm corner? I don't know.
That was my cup of tea at half time. Right. Just got to clear the lines here.
And
Keeper.
A wall of players on
He
the
was
line.
really
I tell
well.
you what, that was
Really
brilliant
well.
by Sousa.
He's
He
given-
came over the top with his right hand and just punched it
He's
away.
Now, again, irrespective of what end of the ground is, but the goalkeepers are obviously a wee bit kind of a specialised species. You tend to kind of get most of the infringements against them, minor or major. But he did well there. He was strong, punched it away.
They get goalkeepers what?
Well, I'm just saying the goalkeeper was very strong there to punch it away.
Oh, yes.
But what they do, they've actually got, believe it or not, I'm sure you do, they've got the licence to punch people, really, because obviously they can use, they can use their hands.
Yeah, no.
That type of thing. So, but
It's sort of a lukewarm
I'm not-
James Bond film, isn't it? License to punch.
I'm not advocating any violence. Don't get me wrong.
Oh dear. License to punch. Sawyer.
Well done,
Oh,
See,
Collins.
that's a great challenge.
Forceful. It was brilliant.
No.
Mazes. Collins. Arched the back. And out of play. In front of the broadcast here, Jordan Lampard takes it swiftly. Jankovic license to punch. That was... which Bond would have started that one?
No, it was Jaws. It didn't Bond in the Bond movie. Jaws. No,
That's right. Oh, look at that.
So this is getting,
Jordan Lampard
they're getting out a wee bit too easy here.
heads toward half field and then skews the angled ball into
Well
the
done.
middle of the paddock.
That's a bit of confidence. Head up,
Back
head
by
up,
the
head
Warriors. Olsen for
this
Yokokawa.
number
He
seven's-
likes his Yokokawa.
Seven's
That's
got
where
to
he
get in the
scored
box.
from.
Seven's got to get in the box.
And Yokokawa again. Take two. And Mazes was making the run. Jankovic with the chop out.
This is
Warriors
all right. This
come
is-
up with it. You would think we've got about 9 minutes of regulation to come in this first half, and the Warriors have commanded the game to an extent, but you always want it to be translated on the scoreboard. And right now it hasn't. It's a very slender margin. 1-0 Lampard
Is it?
into
gonna blow the
traffic.
whistle. He's gonna blow the
Mazes had
whistle.
to win it, and
Yeah,
it's going to
good.
be a free kick to the Warriors. Leo Mazes was scrambling.
See, I like that in respects. Obviously, he lost the ball, but he didn't lose the fight. He went back and he battled for it, and he obviously got the free kick, which is great. That's all you can ask of players.
Warriors, from memory, can't clamber up the ladder regardless of this afternoon, but what it will do is put them 3 games inside the top 6.
Oh yeah, and also it's a boost for them as well. Confidence booster. Okay, it's the
South Melbourne Elves will never want to play at this ground
well, that's
again.
right.
do
But
I?
it's the Greek derby, and there's a lot riding on it as such. But more importantly, it's a confidence for Bergers and.
As soon as we get a decent break in play, I want to take you through that goal at Olympic Park number 2, because I know you love talking about it in the derby game. What a day that was.
Now, some you might be able to. I'm sure you would have the fact on that. I think they actually lost the game because they played a player unregistered, Ellis, that day. The 2 each game.
Oh, I reckon you're quite right.
At the
too.
dog track, exactly.
I'd forgotten about that.
Yeah, see?
Well done, superstar.
no,
Barcia
no.
did well.
No, well done.
Well done by Collins. He picked it and
Don't foul. Don't
Stretch the hamage.
Don't foul.
Barcia under
See.
pressure. Did he foul though?
Nah, but the Hellas player put his backside into him, so obviously.
That's what I would have thought too.
got the
Draw
free
the
kick.
contact, then make sure the referee sees
Yeah,
it.
there's just
It's a good plan, that one.
all he did was just step off him half a yard and make him try and do something.
So it's still 1-0. Heidelberg United lead it. We edge cautiously toward half time. Jordan Lampard will be called in, I think, to take the free kick, like a short corner in field hockey.
Yeah, they'll be a bit. I think a wee bit argy-bargy in the box here.
Striding in was Marinkovic, and Jankovic is there, all the tall timber. Sawyer, push and shove, and Lampard, and brilliant. And Harrison Sawyer launched himself skyward, but angled the header over the woodwork at that southern road end. So they buy a life there. He should have done better, you would think.
Oh well, if he hits the target, he scores. Really, when you think of it. And again, he's such a force because he's so tall and so imposing. And he is obviously pretty good in the air.
Well, I tell you what, they've got some pedigree out there because Bernarda has scored 10 and Jankovic 13 so far this year. But right now, that's Bernarda. That's what I was talking about. Bernarda with the cross. skewing it away from the trouble zone was Zara. Might get a corner. No, it cannons for AJ. Zara, well played. Olsen with some vision. Finds Yokokawa up the middle. Up Route 1. Trying to hit Marzis on the run. Trouble for Lampard. No trouble at all for Jordan Lampard.
The ball there was to the guy's feet, number 7's feet, and then they kind of taken it forward. But anyway, give a bit of release to the defenders.
JB on C, Spielberg on the dials.
Yeah, that was a...
Kenny Taylor joining us this afternoon. Well, he led the commentary, didn't he, the other night? He was absolutely brilliant, erudite, and he made his point. He couldn't understand every third word, but other than that, it was really...
That's a great tackle.
Really good.
There's a free
Dom
kick. There's a free kick.
That's what Dom does so very well. He grafts and he fights. And he allows players like this fellow, Idara, who cops one. Idara goes spinning in the air.
Got to bring it back. Got to bring it back.
Mo Idara.
See, I understand referees, they want to have play on and use advantage. I get all that, but in all honesty, it's a foul. Just blow for the foul, and that's it, and let's move on.
I want to get an audio grab of you saying I understand referees just on its own, because nobody else does. Olsen.
You're starting to sound like an alien now.
Olsen places it gingerly, 10-degree angle off centre, maybe 15. Heading toward the social club end. The left foot is cute, but there's going to be an infringement called. A couple of players went to ground there. What's the risk?
Given? He's given a free kick. He's given a free kick on the edge of the box.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
It's always difficult because in some respects, 6 of one, half dozen of the other. They're kind of both doing the same thing, but he's given it to the attacking team, which is fine. So
there was Ben Collins that went to ground.
Yes, that's correct. I think again he was.
Thank you, Kenny. For validation is
that's why. Well, that's why you wear glasses. That's why I wear glasses. But my glasses are like Coca-Cola bottles.
My cataracts are like Coca-Cola bottles. Don't worry about that.
Again, this is. I actually laugh at this now, and I know why they do it, but they put the wall up and then they put somebody lying on the ground behind the wall. What's that all about? It's like, if the wall's strong enough, they should just stand. They shouldn't jump. They jump.
So it's going to be a free kick to the Warriors, right on the edge of the penalty area. They're up by a golden hill. Melbourne City Toyota wins a management insurance brokers.
This would be just nice before half time, get a second goal.
It would certainly put the cat amongst the pigeons, so to speak. There's a player down in the Hellas wall. Oh no, well, he wasn't down. He was lying down, and the rocket goes whiz and whoosh and creates a vapour trail as it hits the netting at that...
So that's 42 minutes now. This is a kind of vital 3 or 4 minutes.
As opposed to the other minutes that
No, this is more vital because you want to make sure you're going 1-0 up at half time. But at confidence, you don't want to be giving them any sort of momentum going back into the dressing room. And I'm sure they're obviously thinking that's what they'd love to do.
Melbourne City Toyota wins the management insurance brokers 1-0. Game on HUFC TV this afternoon, heading into evening. On this,
no, it's a free kick. That's a...
Jack Pater-Andrews goes to ground. That should be a South Melbourne free kick.
I think the coach of the Hellas needs to be a bit careful there. He's just put he wanted obviously to get the player booked there. I think he's already been booked, so he might end up being in the canteen with Souvlaki in a minute.
Esteban Quintes, the coach of South Melbourne.
To wash the dishes.
You two just talk amongst yourself. Spielberg, you just keep out of it. You're annoying. Yankovic with a bomb. Zara mistimed that chance. Sawyer's there, chested down out. He's back to goal. They're trying to force it.
Win it. We'll get close to it.
Outside ball. Lampard round the corner. Well done by Collins, who held his ground. Big Ben Collins. And that's what he had to do as well.
Yeah, just defend it. That's what you have to do.
Bernardo was trying to blindside him, and Big Ben was having none of it. So it's going to be... What's that?
I just thought they brought the ball back. I thought the ball was in the park.
No, the ball's essential to the game, Kenny.
Not necessarily. I've done training when there's been no ball.
Painter, I've been up in the snow when there's been no balls. Jack Pater-Andrews with a big, gets a lot of air under that one.
Well done.
And
Adrian.
good stuff by Zara, the captain.
The little Mexican, he's a Maltese, is it Maltese, isn't he? He's Maltese? Adrian
don't-
Zara, I think he is.
I don't know.
Maltese Mexican.
Mexican.
I know, let's have...
What is wrong with you people?
Oh, okay.
It's not about ethnicity. It's about the man's character, and that's
Right.
absolutely
Go to the
beyond
ball, go to the ball,
reproach.
go to the ball. No, don't let him
Lampard
cross it.
Waits,
Great
hesitates. The left footer is a good one, and
well done.
Sosa. Well, it wasn't a difficult one
No,
as much as it was awkward, but
He didn't
Sosa
get
was good enough.
he didn't get the connection. 19. That's better.
Collins, Lampard down. He's been
No,
busy.
this is not-
Lampard, Painter Andrews, Lampard
Just
again.
not clearing the lines. See, that's well
Sawyer,
played.
that duel between
That's
Collins
better.
and Sawyer was terrific. Then two
Oh,
great
yeah.
big bodies. It's going to be a Heidelberg United Alexander throw. Warriors about, well, let me have a look here. We're into the last 10 seconds of regulation on HUFC TV this afternoon, or this evening. Big toss. Melbourne went Yankovic. Can't control it. Josh Pinn was brutal in the clinches.
4 minutes.
4
minutes.
Four fingers of bourbon, I would have thought. So, did you enjoy the lunch? Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Just wondering. Oh dear, Marshall. And they go round the Cape very, very slowly. I reckon they put the cue in the rack. Both sides have.
Yeah, no, I think they've done this quite a few times.
Zara.
Well done.
Oh,
Well
good
played.
stuff,
Well
mate.
played.
The skipper.
The,
Olsen made the front of the contest at.
What was that?
That's the effects microphone. Oh, good lord. Well done. Well done.
My God.
It's like having Daffy Duck.
I thought Jimi Hendrix was in the building.
Yes.
Just go. Just take it forward. Take it forward. That's better.
Well done. Mazes swings through the gap. Little Leo Mazes.
Just
Nothing
keep,
opening up for him. Dom Fowler waits and
that's it. Keep
waits.
the ball. That's it.
Turns a 180. Idara. Drag and roll by Mo Idara. Mazes
Ping it, ping it,
again.
ping it.
With a spin and a shot, and it drifted and looped, and in the end,
Yeah, well,
Javier Lopez was the equal to it, and he gripped
Yeah.
it forcefully above his high line.
Used to hit the target. That's all you can ask.
So we're in stoppage time in this first half in round 18 of the competition. Oh, look at that, Josh Pinn again, putting that pressure. That's really good. I love that about Josh Pinn.
Right.
He was making sure there was no easy passage out for the South
all right,
Melbourne
that's okay.
defenders. All out of play. So we're in stoppage. I reckon that would be almost the 4 full minutes. And Jamal Ali up to take the throw in. He's in no hurry to
Oh, no, it's just-
get it moved. 2 minutes to go. Oh dear. All right. Thanks for that, Spielberg. Well done by Dom Fowler. Again. There's all the hard yards, isn't he? Dom Fowler is
Well
terrific.
played.
And Zara again, who's
No,
fantastic
good
against Sintinsaris. Back for AJ, who's on his haunches as Harrison
Oh,
Sawyer launches the assault. He did really well to get it clear. Olsen can't keep it down. Turn it over. Half penny. And the corner by Lampard. For
Keeper
Bernarda,
winner.
and
Well done,
yeah,
sir.
it was all how it was.
Yeah,
it
just
was
that.
literally all on how that was going to bounce,
Oh, yeah,
because
it's just-
there'd be a few divots in there, and you just never know, do you?
Just got the deflection there. I'd like, well, what I like? I'd like a lot of things, but I'd prefer the number 7 to be a bit closer to the fullback. This boy left back, he seems to be getting too much of the ball, and he's playing the ball, and there's been no real kind of pressure on him. See, they just give that ball away.
Melbourne City Toyota, Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, the dulcet tones, the insightfully dulcet tones of Ken Taylor. 263 games for the Warriors. He's a
Right,
champion.
quick winner.
Just going to pile it on. I owe it to you,
Right.
Kenny.
Thank you.
Away,
I'll accept it.
away by AJ. Josh Pinn leapt at the board to
If you
the
just
extent
punt
of
this,
his
you just
broad
punt
chest.
this.
Lampard. This
I saw that,
must be the
properly.
last roll of the dice, and it was a crap one.
I say so.
He's rolled it. What's a bad
Is
thing?
that not a dice game, craps?
I don't know.
I think it is. I've never
Well, it
been
is. What's a bad roll in craps? I suppose when one of the dice gets lost under the kitchen table. I don't know.
There's no dots on it.
I don't know what shoddy casino
Half-time?
you've been
That's
going
good,
to.
good. Yeah, good.
Oh dear. Well,
Well.
it hasn't been an electrifying heart pounder, but it's been engaging enough, and it's certainly still all on the line with the Warriors up by 1-0. They have been 6 on 6 minutes. An absolute rip snorter Bobby Dazzler from Asahi Yokokawa on 6 minutes. That's the only goal of the game. There's been some physical stuff. The contest has been engaging enough, Kenny, and it's still certainly all on the line with 45 to come. Your thoughts?
Well, as I say, I think the game, the first, normally the first 5-10 minutes is kind of even as such, but I think Heidelberg, once they get the goal, there's a bit more confidence, they had a bit more on the ball, but we've also got to be wary of, obviously, the main attack from Hellas is obviously the boy up front, the striker, or the captain, and also coming from the left back. What they tend to do quite a bit as well is to switch it, they go from left right across to the right hand side, so we've got to be careful of that. As long as they keep the shape at the back and they're confident on the ball enough. So, but again, you'd like to have another goal just to kind of give you a wee bit more of an ease. But 1-0, we'll take it, and again, it's a goal that probably is worthy of winning any game around the world, not just here.
Ken Taylor, who is joining us. Thank you, Kenny, for that on a day we celebrated the coaching life of Len McKendry. One of his old sides is leading, one of his old sides is behind, and that's the way it is at half time. Warriors up by 0-0. Stay with us and, maybe get a hot, nice warm cup or something. We'll see you after the break. The dash, like black caviar. Spielberg was back to get us back on air.
Usain Bolt.
Oh dear. So it is 1-0 at half time, 45 to come. South Melbourne get us off to a start in the second half. They'll be heading to the right of screen in the all blue, down toward that social club end. One to get back in the contest for Hallis. Leo Marza spins his way out of trouble. The two number 7s go at it. So South Melbourne have made at least one change at half time. I'll just double check that one for you. That's Andy Brennan in the number 7. We'll just check who came out. Warriors might get the turnover. It runs too far for Dom Fowler. Bit of a scramble as Marzis wants to go outside. The big fellow Harpenny. They've got some tall players, haven't they, South Melbourne?
Yeah, they seem to have come out with obviously very keen intent. So, and again, putting the guy they brought on sub, I think he's going to play more forward.
So it's going to be a throw in to South Melbourne Hallis. We've just started the second half. If you've just joined us on HUFC TV, John Byrne on camera, Spielberg on the dials. Just Kenny Taylor, the champion of the 80s, one of the great champions of this club. And yours truly, Greg Blake on deck on this wintry afternoon. Marinkovic lobs it forward. Won't run from Bernardo is thwarted. Good stuff then by Jamal Ali.
Quite confident coming out there.
Dom Fowler, who did so much spade work in that first. Well, he does spade work every week. Dom Fowler, the dominator, he's a ripper.
No.
And Yokokawa, he bounced almost in. He was disappointed with that. As Lopez rolls it for Jake Marshall, and then back to Marshall again.
That's it.
And the pressure comes. Good stuff that time from Yokokawa. Javier Lopez puts it airborne. And hoisted away unceremoniously by AJ. Kept in play by Leo Marzis, was brilliant. He runs adjacent to the half line, does Marzis, and then the delivery was off. But he made up for it. He went charging through the gap. Oh, something of a whirlwind start to this second half. Warriors are going to come up with it, are they? Ben Collins was the man doing the defensive work.
Defending.
He's all right, big Ben Collins. Sosa is going to bring it back in for the Warriors on this chilly afternoon. Melbourne City 2 out of Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. 3 minutes played, second half. And if you haven't seen it, hopefully you will see it. The goal from Asahi Yokokawa on 6 minutes that's made the difference. Well, I'll tell you, that was a stinger for sure. And Hallis, who had 3 players booked in quick succession in that late in that first half. Idara's the man down.
Yeah, the referee's obviously put him under a bit of notice here, but again, there was a similar incident in the first half and he booked him right away, so again, don't know if he's given a bit of leeway at the beginning of the second half, but it's all said and done, a foul's a foul. He's obviously up now and he's not too bad, but saying that, it just probably looks a bit worse than it actually was.
So the lights just coming into effect here at Olympic Village on this wintry June evening here in Melbourne. Well done by Olsen under pressure, hooked blindly by Dom Fowler. Bashed airborne. Sawyer makes the run. Sosa out of his comfort zone. Sliced in by Brennan. And good stuff, kept his head. Did Ben Collins. South Melbourne will relaunch, reload.
Just hold him.
Bernardo
well played.
Goes very, very deep.
That could have really gone either way there, but yeah, good defending.
Bernardo's such a danger. So it'll be Andy Brennan will take the corner from that far side, the social club side, where the celebrations earlier today of the life of the great man Len McKendry, who passed away earlier this year. If you don't know who Len McKendry was, we'll
look it up.
Yeah, Google it. He's a game-changing coach to some extent in this country.
Well
So over the back of the pack, double fister.
Keeper's done well again.
Hit awkwardly by Halfpenny, but Warriors are going to come clear. Good pressure early in this second half. Sawyer they've made another change too. I have to double check that as well. So South Melbourne have made 2 changes that we can pick up. Arching the back and skyward was AJ, and it bounces out of play. It's going to be a corner to South Melbourne. Ross Archibald is the man on, the veteran.
Yeah, they've just got to be careful. Just Hellas obviously trying to play wide, try and get the balls into the box as early as they can to try and utilise the big captain, and also the boys come on sub at half time, number 7. So I think, did he not play for Bentley Greens previously?
Andy Brennan, I know he played for Hume City.
Played for Hume City, yeah, seen him.
But
play away.
Good anticipation from AJ then.
Pretty on the corner.
It's going to be a throw in.
Right.
To South Melbourne on the broadcast side.
See, this is the
Painter Andrews.
40.
Oh, look, the big leap was
great save.
Almost successful, and a great stop.
Fantastic.
A great stop.
Fantastic
a wonderful stop by Sosa then.
See, Hellas are going to it's going to a bit of a replay here. You can see how well the keeper did. Ball's gone down, and he's just kind of just put his body there and just got a deflection. They're saying that there, Hellas obviously is basically route 1, straight into the box and try and get something off it, whether it's a header or.
Well, you talk about them being top of the ladder. You're doing all right if you can bring Andy Brennan on and Ross Archibald on at half time.
Of course.
Got a great squad, South Melbourne Hellas, and look as they're headed toward the minor premiership.
See,
perhaps as a player goes down, it might have been Olsen.
There's Olsen. But again, you don't mind that. You're just hopeful that the referee's strong enough to give a free kick when it's there. And again, there's all in the box, there's pushing and shoving and so forth, but they've just got to make sure that they're strong and keep their shape. Because
both sides, just
you say,
they're sorry, Kenny, I was just going to say both sides. You wonder about attrition, don't you? Because they both had midweek cup games. Both came through successfully.
See, that's a he was sent off here.
It may well do.
Well, say sent off. That was probably a bit premature there. Certainly a booking. Again, it's
premature adjudication. That was, Kenny. You like that?
I thought of something, but I cannot say it because I'm sure there'll be kids watching and listening.
Well, are they?
Yeah, possibly.
Are they really?
Possibly. But
oh dear.
Again, I'm going to say harp on it, but from Tuesday night to today, it's certainly a vastly different team. But they're not as forceful. I'm talking the Bergers.
South Melbourne played, of course, on the Wednesday night against St Albans.
Right. And I did see a wee bit of the game there with but we've just got to keep. Well,
I reckon he played for that, but he played
he probably did,
masterfully.
But exactly.
So it's a 1-0 game. But South Melbourne asking a few questions now. They're not exactly kicking the door off its hinges, but they're knocking.
Well, yeah. I think they're, as I said before, when they get the ball, their first thought is to play a long ball, try and get into the box.
Olsen. Good chop out by Yankovic. Comes again, and same player clears for South Melbourne. Sawyer inside defensive half. He's getting jostled and tussled and tugged at. The big captain of South Melbourne.
Yeah, no situation. You've just got to try and hold him. Just hopefully he's not allowed to turn and create something. So now they've got to push up halfway line.
Yankovic back to Lopez.
See, that's
now. I did not see that.
You sent him off here.
Wow. Well, I wonder if we've got a replay on that.
No.
No.
Again,
I didn't see it, Kenny.
It was more of a kind of obstruction of kind of running across each other, and he's just pulled them down now. I'm not saying that the Hellas defenders was not say play acting, but the fact of the matter is he's as if somebody shot him in the grassy knoll. But again, yes.
Right, so it's still 1-0, holding play. What are we looking at?
So you'll see there's a lot of back and forth between the Hellas bench and the Bergers players.
So low in play, the South Melbourne player still down on his backside. We're beginning to look at this again.
Yeah.
Are we? Can you keep an eye on that and just let me know what you see?
Yeah.
I'll just tell you that...
it's hard to see because it's on the left-hand side. As I say, I think what's happened is they've kind of crossed each other, and he's obviously pulled the guy down. But I don't know if it...
So
here we go.
So there's the...
he's tried to get past. He's tried to get past the player, and he's obstructed him.
Anyway,
and then
Josh Pinn has
he's pulled him down now.
Trudged away. He had a word or two to people.
Yeah, my thought in that process there, or that incident, I would have said certainly a booking, but to get sent off is a wee bit kind of over the top.
Well, Josh Pinn had a word to a couple of people on the South Melbourne bench. The South Melbourne player who went down looks to be fine and dandy, and all of a sudden the game
it's turned a wee bit
is on.
Yeah, exactly.
It's now 10 against 11.
Yeah.
Hellas have had a slew of players go in the book, but Heidelberg have now playing a man down on this.
Anyone who's watched this game, if you actually play it back, you'll see there's been probably worse incidents in the actual game.
I agree.
And okay, they get a booking, but that's I just think it's a wee bit harsh. But again, I suppose we're probably been seen to be a wee bit kind of biased.
Well, we are, because we're at UFC TV. Brennan round the corner.
Oh, unlucky.
And
that's a good move.
Out of play.
So
I'm interested to
see how now, obviously, it's the same thing what Heidelberg had a couple of weeks ago when they get boys sent off. You're playing against lesser. Are they going to utilise that extra man, or how do they do it? In a lot of cases, some of these games, the 10-man team seem to perform a lot better.
Well, they've got to dig in now, the Warriors.
Because there's plenty of time to go.
Really stop-start.
At least a half an hour, a bit more to go.
Absolutely, Kenny. We played 58 and a half. And the Warriors are down to 10. Josh Pinn has left the contest. Zara was getting scragged by Brennan. Collins scoops it clear. Leo Mazes controls it really well under pressure, but the delivery was blind, and it skewed away from Yokokawa. They've got the numbers, as we mentioned now. South Melbourne.
Yeah, so again, they've got to try and utilise. They've got to try and utilise the extra man, and also the Bergers have got to try and make sure that they don't give anything away.
Brennan goes long for the run of Lampard, but
I'd say that obviously the Bergers bench, they have to look at maybe having a couple of changes. I don't know who's going to come on, just get some fresh legs. But certainly the momentum's with Hellas.
It is at the moment, but it hasn't translated, has it?
Oh no,
a great stop by Sosa earlier on too. That might be absolutely critical. Yaron Sosa. Well done by Mazes. He's just shielded from the footy. Goes out of play. Nothing called by the referee. Thrown by Jack Painter Andrews. Back from Marshall. They're going to be patient. They're going to evaluate this, and they're going to work the numbers. South Melbourne, you suspect. Pinkovic over half field. Spears it for the runner. That's for Bernardo. Pops it in. Bouncing ball. Collins had to do well. He tried to run roughshod through 1-2. He actually won the day. Well done by Big Ben Collins. Great stuff. Dom Fowler. The outside man is Leo Mazes. Pressure will come quickly. Mazes.
Just get past him, son.
Like you said, as you said earlier, Kenny loves to run at players. He tried to thread it through. Zara, they headed back. Well done by AJ. Collins, Dom Fowler. It's a 1-0 game. Heidelberg lead it. That was the goal scorer right then, Yokokawa, but he's beaten to the punch by Halfpenny. Under darkening evening skies here in Melbourne on HUFC TV. Thanks to Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. No JFOT, but Kenny Taylor, a more than adequate replacement.
Oh.
Brennan will lose the run of it. Hooked back by Marinkovic, and once again they play it.
Again, the two things that the Bergers have to do is they have to be disciplined, and they have to keep their shape as best they can. That's all you can ask for them.
Bernarda against
Because all the hell,
Madara.
I think what Hellas will just do is what they've been doing for the last probably since they're just getting the sub coming on now.
Sorry.
7-14.
All right, so the Warriors are going to the bench, and Kane Shepherd is coming into the contest.
They're taking the wide player.
Yep.
And apologies for not knowing his name.
It's Leo Mazis.
That's the one.
He's a beauty, that bloke. Don't worry about that. But getting that experience out there with Kane Shepherd, I think that's important. I think that's a really excellent bit of decision making.
Without a doubt. No, they've just got to get out.
Brennan.
It's a terrific ball.
Oh, big leap by Harrison Sawyer. He got the noggin to it, but it was nowhere near the target zone, and it bounced away aimlessly at that social club end of the ground. And we've ticked into the 62nd minute of this contest. If you've just joined us, a send-off, very, very harsh one against Josh Pinn, just not too long back. And the only goal of the game from Asahi Yokokawa on 6 minutes, and that's the way it stayed. It's on a knife's edge, the derby game, as the Warriors hope to make it, extend their record run at home to 20 games without defeat. Right now they've got the 3 points, but a long road to hoe as Kane Shepherd is bodied off the football.
Oh my God.
Big sort of aimless lob then. AJ was there, won the day. Oh, done by Adara to win the ball. Fowler, Ali outside, Yokokawa, the goal scorer, and the flag went up. Now that was rubbish.
See,
that was rubbish.
Yeah, see, that's after the.
He's
going to. No,
that was a bad call.
I'm not saying that was any worse than what happened before when the boy gets sent off, but the fact of the matter is, just how many times you have to speak to people. Yeah,
that's really interesting. When you saw the Josh, what are you going to do?
Well, I think, and again,
scales of justice are often unbalanced.
Well, just get Judge Judy on it. But the thing is, the Hellas player, I think, just made a bit of a meal of it, to be perfectly honest. I don't think he was overly hurt as such, but
I don't think he was hurt at all.
Probably not.
Oh dear!
See what I've got to win it. See that? You're booking for that now. See, you're booking for that.
Yep.
And then he's just like one.
I know.
Anyway, look, I know it's a difficult job. Referees have got a difficult job because pace of the game, but certainly it's.
No, it's just
from our unbiased.
It's just the
position.
Consistency. That's all.
Yeah. Well, that's right. They're consistently inconsistent. That's the problem.
Yeah. All right. So South Melbourne Hellas still got some work to do. They still need to beat Yaron Sosa to even get a piece of the contest.
Yeah, what the defence just have to do, they just have to pick a man and make sure that your contest you can compete and don't let them have free headers.
Coming in from that far side, the social club side of the ground, this free kick, looks of anticipation and nervous anticipation across the line of players in defence for the Warriors. And Yaron Sosa got a fingertip to it. Probably the best bet.
Yeah.
It'll be a corner to Hellas. Well, I've certainly brought the thumb screws and they're screwing them at the moment. It'll be a corner to Hellas. 64 played now in this one.
Yeah.
And South Melbourne have gone to the bench again, have they? I reckon they have. Marinkovic has come off.
Yeah.
So check out the play that's come on, but we'll wait for the Andy Brennan corner.
He'll get the ball here.
First touch Well, the man just on the ground launches
keeper.
and Sosa. Oh, he copped one from Sawyer.
No.
He absolutely.
Yeah, look.
Now, how's this going to go? That was to me. That was dead set. That was just obvious. He came in
again.
With a shoulder charge.
It's just a clash there, but.
You don't know where it's like tossing a coin, isn't it? Yeah, knowing how the referee's going to officiate that.
You don't know if there's any kind of malice there. I don't think there is. I think they just want to win the ball, and whether it's the goalkeeper or the forward for Hellas. But it certainly doesn't look. Although I must admit the keeper's done pretty well. He's come for quite a few balls, and at least he's got punched.
I mean, he doesn't have size on his side, particularly against a big, tall side like South Melbourne Hellas. But his athleticism is beyond reproach, Aaron Sosa.
I think you should patent that. That was very good.
As opposed to the rest of the crap that I took.
That was good.
Max Mikkola is the man on in the number 22. Gee, they've got some talent. On the bench, South Melbourne Hellas, and another awkward stoppage to the game. It's been in a little bit of stop-start for so many reasons, hasn't it? It hasn't flowed. It certainly hasn't flowed the way you would.
Well, I think the keeper, obviously, I think the first half, he came for the ball punched, and I think he got impeded again. Maybe it's a same injury, but he's up now, so he seems to be. Yeah, he's on there. He's up upper thigh.
Well, he's got a couple of waxes, Yaron Sosa.
Just give him a whiskey, be right.
So you're giving sake to Yokohama. Do you want to just seem a piss possibly? Why you're crapping on? It's 66.
This shows you how old I am.
66 play.
In the days, somebody used to have a whiskey at half time.
Oh dear.
Famous story about Paul Gascoigne. He had 9 whiskies at half time.
He's done well in life, hasn't he?
Right, well, he's the Keith Richards of football.
It hasn't been a great post-career.
No. This is the best of the boys.
That's Mikkola, and he makes it dangerous. Well done by AJ. Calls for handball, impassioned calls from the crowd. Nothing doing though.
So in that situation, the Japanese boys got to try and, as best they can, lock it in, and hopefully they can take a wee bit of pressure off. But to try and flick it, they've not got the players. They've one player down. But
Peter Andrews, and it's all patience, isn't it? Right now.
Oh yeah. See, to get behind them.
And again, it's the substitute Mikkola, hooked back by Brennan. Hitting the deck was Harrison Sawyer.
That's a good ball.
And Olsen.
Take it out.
He waits and waits. The run is from Shepherd down the middle of the paddock.
That's better.
Well done by Olsen.
Much better. At least
hooked it back. Dom Fowler, Shepherd, just on the ground. Well done by Fowler.
He's the keeper.
Zara. Nearly got a little bit too far ahead of himself. It's going to be a throw in to South Melbourne.
Yeah, you're right. The players have brought on haven't missed a beat. Hellas, so
no, they've got some quality in there. Don't worry about that.
Oh, dangerous. Keeper's got to come for it.
Long bomb by Archibald, and
that's all right. That's good.
Cleared by Benny Collins.
I wonder if is he in relation to Bill Collins?
Or Phil Collins, who knows? He's not doing well, is he, either, Phil Collins?
Phil Collins. He's struggling.
He's struggling.
He's having to pay off his ex-wife. That's his problem. Right.
Big throw, looping throw into the danger zone, into the hot spot. Boom.
Tell you what, that's a good block as well.
I'll tell you, Halfpenny was looking for the Halfpenny was looking for the payoff, Kenny.
That's it.
And it's out of play.
This is like a game of puns. No, it's but this again, been one down. It's just the character's got to come through from the Bergers. They've got to fight for every ball, and
21 to come in regulation time.
Crystal
at the village this afternoon. This evening to round out round 18 of the competition. Again,
the fact that they brought Kane Shepherd on is probably a good move because he's hopefully can hold the ball up a wee bit and
Exactly.
a wee bit of stability.
Tom Fowler hooked it. Ellis come again.
That's better. Good. Don't let him turn. That's exactly it.
Yokokawa tries to chase
That's
Lampard
better,
down.
that's
Nothing
better. That's
doing.
all right.
And ball just rolls out of play on that far side.
As long as
And
they're challenged.
The Warriors supporters
Oh.
just offering some encouragement. Getting very, very cold. Which you would expect
Feel it?
because it's actually winter. So Lampard
If you look at it,
scoops it. Far post.
that's better.
Hooked away. Well,
this is-
they're holding fast, but I don't want to call it too quickly.
No, this is.
Brennan
Yeah, that's all right.
Brennan
That's fine. Just
tried
let it
to-
run. Just let it run out.
tried to outrun Kane Shepherd, and there was the value of Kane Shepherd.
Yeah, experience there. Although he's
Yep.
given something away, but at least he didn't commit himself and get skinned.
Max Mikula. To take the corner for South Melbourne at the Social Club end in a 1-0 game.
Certainly. So lively contest now.
And what's it?
Given a. No, that's. I hate to say that, but that is at this level. That's criminal. You know, that's like under 10s. You can't take a throw in properly.
Oh dear. So it's going to be a Warrior ball with a throw in on this broadcast site. HUFC TV, Melbourne City Toyota, Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. And the combination from South Melbourne was broken up by Dom Fowler. Olsen's there. Deftly inside. Picked off by Brennan, who's been a real factor since he's come on at half time.
Well done. Well played.
That was really, really
That's it.
good
Well
then
done.
from AJ. And he belts it unceremoniously up toward
It's always going to be tough when there's one down.
bouncer. Mikula making himself a bit of a
Fair,
nuisance.
fair. That's all right.
Mikula, Brennan and Archibald all onto the paddock for South Melbourne since half time. Good stuff by the Warriors.
Go
Well
on.
done by
Go on. Just make him.
Shepherd,
Make it.
Yokokawa.
Get them up. Get them up to halfway line. Best you can.
South Melbourne again. They're up. They've got the numerical advantage at the moment with Josh Pinn.
Too
When I
easy.
say at the
Too
moment, with
easy.
Josh Pinn sent off early in the second half. So it's really now the time clock becomes an issue.
This is like Wimbledon football. Route 1.
And the flag is up on the
well.
near side, so
That's good.
it is good, Kenny. I agree with you. Very positive move by. It wasn't a quick doing, but it was effective, and it's worked in our favour.
Again, the hardest thing for the Bergers now is obviously to get the ball forward and try and give a bit of relief to the defence and try to hold the ball up, because you know you're obviously one down, but they've got the players to do it. Heidelberg.
Well, you feel at the moment that they're not. There's no beads of perspiration or white knuckles out there. They're holding fast, and
Oh,
they're
no.
doing it with some degree of aplomb.
He's got sent off here.
Oh, come on.
Sitting there, is that him booked again? Or he must have booked one of the officials, and he's also now booked the coach.
But that is an unnecessary hold up to the game. I don't. No. Worry, deal with that sort of stuff after the game.
Well, he could have just waited till the ball went out. I know the ball was dead, sort of thing, but see now he could have gone and done it now. There's no sub coming on for Bergers. It's
All right.
good question.
Let's have it. Let's complain about something, Kitty. I reckon Yokokawa's got the.
He's coming off.
He's out, and Shawnee Ellis comes in.
Yeah, looks.
Isn't that interesting?
Good
So,
sort of.
so
I'll only mention this once. Like
what's that?
Maxwell Smart. He's Scottish.
He is, isn't he? Thinks he's twice as good as
he's,
everybody else out there. I know, Kitty. I know.
Oh, that's free kick.
It's a bit of an
What's
arm
happened here
wrestle.
is see what's happened there
Right.
is not any dissimilar to what the boy Pin did.
And it was
The
it
big
went
striker,
completely
the big
outside,
striker's
yeah.
come right across him.
Yep. Yep.
And now the referee was unsighted, but surely the linesman should be up to play and should be involved with it.
Well, yeah.
But then he's away. Well, somebody exactly. Somebody should be doing that.
Oh. The quality of mercy is never strained except in a football game.
That's true. So he's come across with an elbow and look.
Well, look, you're a big bloke, Harrison Sawyer. You're a big bloke and you're a captain, and you throw yourself about in a situation like that, and you know. So once again, I reckon they've gotten away with a little bit, South Melbourne Ellis. But yeah, what are you going to do? It is what it is. Jake Marshall, and off they go again. So we've got 14 and a half minutes remaining in regulation time. Jack Painter-Andrews, former Port Melbourne player. Andy Brennan, former Hume City. Painter-Andrews makes a contest of it against Zara and will earn the throw in for South Melbourne Ellis. Look, I'm not going to call it too early, but you just get the feeling that the Warriors have got the answers. There's a lot being said behind the play.
I think there's a
Jamal Ali and Harrison Sawyer.
He's right. I just watched that before. There's obviously
they're having quite well. Jamal Ali's having quite a yarn to him. Big long throw. Sawyer goes high. The ball spills clear. They've got that one away through Olsen.
That's a big punt.
Painter-Andrews.
What's this big punt up the park? Boom.
Mickler will make the run. Collins turned it perfectly around the corner up for
Sean Ellis.
Idara and Ellis. Idara and Ellis. Good combination under extreme pressure and the numbers against them. Idara again won it really well. Determination then from Mo Idara.
Right. Wilson should get in the ball.
Measures it, weighs it up. Open man is
Olsen
into the penalty area. Olsen, he just tried a little too much and lost the football. Look at that chase from Olsen. Brilliant stuff. That'll tell you the determination of this one. Now, no. Wow, okay. So that goes against AJ. You just don't. It's hard in mouth stuff. Every time there's an arbitrate, you just think, oh my God, where's that going to go? Brennan's down. I reckon he's going to live, Andy Brennan. I reckon he'll be okay.
Yeah, he just blocked him. That was all. He just blocked his run.
77 and a half played on HUFC TV. Melbourne City Toyota. Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. Light rain starts to tumble again in this evening winter sky here in Melbourne on this Sunday afternoon as we wrap up round 18 of the competition. The league leaders, South Melbourne Health, they've only lost once this year. That was against Avondale. Back in, I think it was about round 10. Yankovic launches one, headed down by Mikola. Spectacular but unsuccessful by Hellas. Well done by Olsen. Warriors are outnumbered. And Yankovic over the top for...
See, that's all you can ask of the Berger players. At least to pressure the ball, or pressure the man on the ball and make him do something there. He's pressed him and obviously put the ball out of play.
So Warriors have been really stoic and really well organised.
Quite resolute.
Resolute is a good word.
Thanks.
I know you didn't make it up. I'm just saying. It's an appropriate word to use.
Thank you. I left school at 15 as well. I was asked to leave.
I just don't know why we bother, honestly. Oh, Yankovic. J Fock wouldn't have come up with it. Just saying.
He's more intelligent than me. That's right.
It's a bit of a worry, isn't it? I thought you two did really well the other night. I just didn't realise your limitations.
He's a good ball keeper. Well played.
Good stuff by AJ.
No. Try and play it. Just play the ball. Don't try and do too much.
Beaten to it by Bernarda. Right footer straight into the bread basket. The willing.
Well done. No.
Bread basket, the goalkeeper.
No.
Right, well, they are.
That'll do.
That is a huge long
Yeah,
bomb.
look,
It's taken out a
we
Sputnik.
just got to try and.
Do you know what a Sputnik is?
Yeah, it's a Russian
spacecraft.
That's the one.
They were resolute as well, the old Ruskies, back in the space race.
Good for you.
Oh, give me a.
Now,
The referee
Yeah, but-
saw that for what it was, a completely
doubt.
fraudulent dive.
and again,
Oh, jeez. Harrison Sawyer. He's had quite an adventure this afternoon, the South Melbourne skipper. It'd take an infantry division to put Sawyer down like that, and so it was fairly obvious. I would have thought. Yaron Sosa from the social club in, stabs at that
Right.
one, back spinner, reaches half field only just. Kane Shepherd is beaten in the aerial duel. Not Andy Brennan, of course, it's Jordan Lampard to the top of the penalty area. Well done, AJ. He had to stretch for it. Well done by Kane Shepherd. The toe poke was
well
gentle
played.
and well
Well played.
played by Dom Fowler, you little beauty.
I'd say he's probably been the best player for the Belgians.
He just works and works and works. I love him to bits. The Dominator.
Right. Just go forward. Well,
Ellis, he's a Scotsman, isn't he?
oh, he's from the Highlands. His mum and dad are probably watching this. Fort William. Been there.
Have you got a...
Look at this here.
Oh, danger.
Keeper.
Standing.
Keeper. Full down.
I'll tell you what, well done then by Collins too.
Very good challenge.
I reckon he's been really good too, Ben Collins.
Not in there.
Brennan. He's waited.
Just hold him. He's fell out. Keeper.
Bernarda goes to ground. Flops. Sawyer is swamped by determined, resolute
well played, sir.
defenders.
Well played.
And that was great stuff by Big Ben Collins.
I'm just a bit concerned that the referee's if somebody's going to fall over in the box, they'll give a penalty.
There's a lot of flopping.
Absolutely. And flipping.
Oh dear. Yankovic. And
Well done,
scampering to
that's
reach
fair.
it, scampering to meet it, Yaron Sosa.
Yeah, just have to.
82 played. It just feels like every minute's
Oh, this is every minute's a prisoner.
great, isn't it? Stay resolute, Kenny. That's what you need to do. It's a great word. Yankovic goes high into the evening sky.
Foul him.
Bernarda
He's got away with
goes
that
to
one.
ground. They're playing for it right now, South Melbourne, aren't they?
Well done. That's better.
Good
Got to try and
stuff
best
by
you can. Somebody's got to.
O'Dara. Tom Fowler.
That's a foul.
Now he had his legs
Well done.
swept out from
Well
under
done.
him.
That's good.
There's a really palpable sense of tension about the game now. Sosa is going to.
I think the referee's spoken to the captain about. I know he's the captain, but that many times. I think he's already been booked. He's been booked. Is that right?
He's been booked
Yeah.
from memory. I reckon there's been half a dozen or five South Melbourne players have
well,
gone into the book, but
plenty.
Josh Pinn's been sent off.
Yes, this is not ideal.
There he is,
See, that's
the
a-
skipper.
It's a danger ball.
The bomb running to meet it. Zara was just fantastic.
Well
And he wanted it more, the skipper, Adrian Zara, and he had to work for it. He had to fly for it, and he did. Max Mikula trundling over to take the ball from the sidelines. Hope he's actually get the throw in. Now what's going on
I
there?
think, no,
Bill?
I think when he challenged, I think he fell awkwardly or he got a knock. And he fell.
So,
Yeah, he's.
excuse me? Are you on air? Oh,
Ne-
good.
Nether region.
Yeah. Oh, gee whiz. So I'd say it looks like there's going to be another change. That's what we're waiting for.
Oh,
It's
yes.
going to be South Melbourne making it.
Taken.
Jack Painter Andrews is sprinting off, and once again they go to the bench. South Melbourne into 84.5 minutes next to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers. The Melbourne City Toyota, big toss. Max Mikula away by AJ. It might have just sped clear of it.
You can.
Halfpenny got it clear. That has got to be a free kick. That
should be a send-off.
That was very average by Andy Brennan. It's going to be another yellow card, and that's it. So he becomes, now I'm just counting at the top of my head, but that's 6 players from South Melbourne have gone in the book.
Again, I suppose.
Interesting.
As I keep saying, we're kind of very biased, but you look at the incident that Pin gets sent off, and that wasn't any too dissimilar to what actually happened.
It is what it is. Look, it is what it is. I tell you, what I will say is, on 85.5 minutes nearly played, is that winning, if the Warriors can get up in this one, winning this way is every bit as
satisfying.
And admirable as well, because you're talking about a quality side that's lost just once this year.
That's right.
Unless they've lost less than 10 games over the last 3 seasons. So if we can get up in this one, it's going to be one to remember. And the goal from Asahi Yokokawa, it seems like days ago, but it was on the 6th minute. It's one to be treasured.
I'll put some money on it. The extra time will be about 7 minutes. It'll be a long time, because obviously been a few subs come on.
Wilson. That was Wilson. Remember? Oh, jeez. He's a scoresman as well. All right.
Which been in the back post.
Chopped out by Zara Olsen. He was really good then. It just took a spin off of.
The idea was right, but just the execution was off.
Fowler has to chase it. Max Mikula keeps it on the deck.
Who's got the ball?
Yankovic.
Play away.
Well, that was
That's all right. Just do your lines. That's it. Regroup.
Very average delivery, cleared by Collins. He's got to be in MVP. He's the frame as well. Ben Collins. He's been. So is AJ Federhajic. In fact, they've all been.
I think the defensive. This is a great throw in.
86, well done by Sosari. He was in the pack, and that's into the stratosphere again.
Yeah, that's good.
So just again, 3 minutes of stoppage time. The essential thing here is Spielberg. I'm going to make it your chore to keep an eye on the 4th official.
There'll be a long time playing extra time, because obviously there's been quite a few subs, but that's then obviously you had Pin getting sent off, and the boy was getting an Oscar for his performance on the ground.
There's no Oscars for that. It was
you get an Emmy. Sorry.
Get it.
Get it right.
Get a daytime Emmy. I reckon it's tops.
Yeah.
So Yaron Sosar will launch this one down toward that southern road end. It's
challenge.
Skews through the night sky. Well done by Shepherd. Just kept him honest.
Very good. That's it.
And that's swept out of play. 88 minutes played.
All they have to do is just make sure the challenge.
I think that the supporters here in front of us know the value of, if they get this win this afternoon, they've had to tough it out.
Without a doubt, it's been that's not what you want.
Archibald got the steal, but
that's it. Just clear it.
Terrific stuff, and that was who was that? Was AJ. Aidan Federhajic and Ben Collins have been absolutely monumental in the second half. They've been playing with a man down for 34 minutes now, the Warriors. And South Melbourne Hellas, who've lost just the one game this year, have not been able to clamber back into this one.
Clear lines.
And the loose ball just sort of spins away from the goal face. He was very, very unhappy, was Nahuel Bernardo with that. He punched the ground. So it's a corner.
It's
the social club. It was a throw, was it?
Anyway, look, somebody's got to go to the ball.
So
don't let them have
Alice, we're into the last 60 seconds of
win it.
Regulation time. Foot in there by Shepherd, keeps it alive for the Warriors. They're going to reload and come again. South Melbourne. And John Fowler. It's good stuff. in tight quarters. They're going to win it back, South Melbourne.
Oh, yeah.
It's still on like donkey bloody Kong. Don't worry about that. Melbourne City Toyota Windsor Management Insurance Brokers as we look toward stoppage time in this one.
That's a
Sean
free
Ellis.
kick.
Well, that is an absolute. What is he didn't call that?
Nah.
I don't get it. I don't. That was a dead set free kick. Anyway, that is what it is. Jamal Ali. Collins in there with the support. Have to scramble it clear. Shepherd is there. Shepherd just kept his opponent off the ball.
Yeah, they're getting all the breaks here.
Right, we're in stoppage. And we're still waiting for the fourth official.
He's got up now. And it is 7 minutes. 7 minutes.
Oh, it's 420 seconds of harrowing
white
knuckle drama.
I personally think that they should be made to come out and tell you why that's 7 minutes. Seriously, because it's, some of the.
Well, just somebody make sure you clock the 7 minute. Brennan.
Great save.
Wow. Yaron Sosa
What a fantastic
was
save.
magnificent
Fantastic save that.
Oh,
My God.
Yaron Sosa has been, every bit the hero too in the second half. That stop from Sosa from
Keeper.
Andy Brennan was a beauty, and he plucks it from the sky.
Fantastic.
Yaron Sosa. Wonderful stuff by the goalkeeper.
Fantastic.
Heroic stuff. There we go.
Back in again.
I couldn't hear you for a minute. I thought my brain had exploded after that stop from Yaron Sosa. It was an absolute beauty.
Great save.
Good save.
Great save, and then the second one that came back in, he obviously dominated his area. He got it and held it. So
spectacular stuff.
Yeah, they've just got to.
If they hang on, this is like the last. What is it? Custer's last stand, but a different result.
Is that? Oh, you don't know who it is.
I don't know what I'm talking about. It's very cold. We're in stoppage time. We've played about 2 minutes thereof.
Yeah,
7 minutes allotted.
So
it's been gritty. It's been tough. So, that's what you've got to do sometimes to win a game. And this should be lauded as one of the not only the goal of the year from Asahi Yokokawa, but the win of the year if they get away with it, because they've had to do it really tough.
I think, as I say, there's games you play not so good, but you win ugly, as they say. But the fact of the matter is that I've also not a broken record here. I've just got to make sure that they keep the shape.
Olsen
just take it
through
to the corner.
gap.
Just take it to the corner.
Olsen was good. A little to support him. Ellis, Olsen, Shepherd.
You've actually got three players who are actually very good ball players. That's better. Try and best you can.
This is a super effort. Key
well
position.
Well
that
played,
was great
well
stuff.
Well played.
Idara was wonderful. Then he swept through traffic like a superhero. It was brilliant.
No, this is.
Ellis.
Well
no
done.
road to hoe. He has to find one. He has to craft a new passage.
Just make him play it.
And see, he went high over the back of his opponent then, Sean Ellis. How many minutes you reckon we've got off the clock, boys? Anybody looking?
Probably
No.
say about 3 minutes, maybe.
4 minutes.
So basically, there's 3 minutes done.
Thank you.
You just got to. Here it goes, big punt. Here we go.
So
I'll get to this boy. I'll just punt it in the middle. Just got to keep.
So South Melbourne, they're going to get desperate, and AJ will thwart that one. Kane Shepherd, the good Shepherd. Nowhere to go.
Kane.
Oh, good stuff. That was
Just
really
take it.
thoughtful by Shepherd. Zara, body check.
Oh, that's.
That was Morgan Evans, I think, was the...
He's laughing. Somebody's got to get down the line. And just try and hold it in.
So, South Melbourne Ellis, I think, have cleared their bench.
I think you're right.
They've got a one-man advantage on the field, but they're down by a goal to nil, and they've got about 3 minutes of stoppage to come. Shepherd round the corner, almost edged it for Olsman.
Don't dive in. Keeper.
And Max Mikelo, he'll be really disappointed with that one. And Yaron Sosa, who has been spectacular, hasn't he? He waits.
Well done.
He tells in the end. He drew big Harrison Sawyer. Sawyer's been a fly in the ointment this afternoon. The big fella. It's a 1-0 game. It's been 1-0 since the 6th minute of the contest. Kane Shepherd.
You get this. Just hold them.
That's the experience we were talking about. That's it.
That's all you do. Just
well done, super stuff by Kane Shepherd.
That just takes the pressure off the defence or the defending that they need to do.
That's the good Shepherd. It's going to be a throw into the Warriors. We are deep into stoppage time. 1-0, they lead it. Shepherd again. The release, he squeezed it through for Zara, back for Fowler. Fowler is swamped by the numbers. Max Mikula again with the long bomb, looking for the chaser.
Pick up.
Sosa is there, and he's turned 180.
Put your foot, that's it, hold it.
And that's exactly what he's going to do.
Kick it as hard and as far as you can.
All right, how long? We've got 2 minutes, 120 seconds to come. It will be
challenge.
A momentous
challenge.
Win for the Warriors if they can hang on here. Oh, no. Dear.
Well
and the second effort was just enough to get it clear.
That's
popped in the air by Zara. Awkward. There's going to be some tired players out there. Both sides have come through a cup tie during the week.
That's it. Just challenge. You won it here.
Oh, that was really well done.
Right.
So the Warriors.
There's a free kick.
Zara gets his arm dragged.
Oh, you're in here.
Right through the gap. Olsen gave himself a little too much to do. Got a bit too much pepper on the ball, and away it rolled into the goalkeeper's arms.
His first touch.
Yeah, he's going to be tired. They're going to be tired. It's fatigue now.
I'm tired of him sitting here.
60 seconds to come in stoppage time.
Right,
can the Warriors hang on
for don't tackle.
An absolutely wonderful, gilt-edged, heroic victory if they can hang on for this last 60 seconds of the game.
Somebody win it.
Olsen, whoa,
well played,
you're expecting a head on there.
Oh my God.
It's just become, it's a mad scramble to the line. The Warriors are up by 1.
You just got to put your body in there. Keeper.
And good
call
by Ben Collins.
Fall on the ground.
He shepherded it through and he made the call to Yaron Sosa.
There's a player down over the far side. He's obviously got a knock in his leg. I think
it might be a bit of cramp too.
Yeah, a bit of cramp. I think it's what do they call it in Australia? A corky. A corky, mate.
A corky.
I thought that was a cartoon. There's no Corky the cat. But this has been a good effort from the boys.
It's been a wonderful effort.
As you mentioned, Greg and Nicole, they are a pretty classy team. But they've just got to give us a bit more than that. And keepers played well.
The keepers played well.
Yeah, they've got to take him off, whoever that is. That's Olsen. That's all right.
So Olsen's coming out of
yeah.
It's got to be 7 minutes by now, is it?
No. So what's he done now?
This is like, it feels like
the referee's going to drop the ball and give him the ball back. He's got to give him the ball back. I want my ball back, please, mister. Right. No. Pick it up. And then pick it up. And then take this.
Once again, he draws Harrison Sawyer to him. Does Yaron Sosa?
Kick it as far as you can up the park. Kick it as far as you can up the park.
This is like leading Bathurst into the front straight on the last lap, blowing a gasket and just hanging on.
I hate to say this, I think the referee's like, next goal's the winner.
We've played how many minutes of stoppage now?
Must have played about 8 or 9.
Oh, jeez, come on. All right, Warriors still up by a goal to nil. This will be one for the ages. One to really.
No.
Brennan, he sprints away.
Oh, that's
Brennan, and that goes airborne.
That's the game finished. All over.
That is all she wrote.
Fantastic.
As the referee, under the late afternoon, early evening skies, the sheeting light rain coming down. And the Warriors have gotten over the line in a massive way. Down to 10 men for much of the second half. A magnificent goal from Asahi Yokokawa on 6 minutes. And here we are about 90 minutes later, and they've managed to hang on under a huge amount of pressure. The league leaders, South Melbourne Hills, they've only lost one this year up until this afternoon. They've lost another one here at Olympic Village, not their happy hunting ground. Look, it wasn't a marvellous game
no.
by any means. It was very stop-start, a lot of physical stuff, but by jolly jingos, this is one to hang your hat on. This is one to get mounted on your wall in the study. It's been a beauty, Kenny Taylor.
I'd say that the last 10-15 minutes, they've got to give big kudos to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was outstanding the last 10 or 15 minutes. He basically kept him in the game. And but look, again, we've said it that many times, a team goes down to one less man and they just seem to kind of fight. I don't know what it is, it's just an inner belief. But that was a great result. And again, as I mentioned probably at half time or before half time, the goal that was scored is worthy of winning the game anywhere in the world. The Euros, the World Cup, anywhere. Sensational strike.
And you're talking about it. You're talking about a South Melbourne Hellas team that have lost 4, 8, 9 games.
Well,
in 9 games in the last 3 years.
It's interesting when you speak to players and say, I hate to play on that ground because it's got a good
they'll hate this joint. They've had their pants pulled down in 2 grand finals here.
That's it.
And then this afternoon, and you're talking. This is an absolute quality South Melbourne Hellas lineup. Don't worry about that. It just symbolic at half time. They could bring on the likes of Brennan Archibald, etc., and then Max.
I think what they try to do, and again, the longer the game went on, I'm not saying they get desperate about it, but the long ball through into the forward line and try and play off the guy, the captain sort of thing. But when the game is played, the amount of players that they get booked for whatever they get booked for, you've got to be really careful because you just one silly thing and you're off the park. And again, if we revert back to the Berger situation, I just didn't think it was maybe a booking yet, possibly, but it's certainly not sending off.
If you're just tuning in now to get the final score, we'll just update you with that. Heidelberg have won this one. Heidelberg United Alexander against South Melbourne Hellas by a goal to nil. Asahi Yokokawa with the only goal of the game, and as Kenny Taylor was just alluding to, the send-off of Josh Pinn just 9 minutes into a harrowing
second half,
white-knuckled right down to the finish. But this is a massive victory for the Warriors. I really feel in the season you have defining moments, don't you? And this would have to be one of them.
Without a doubt, as I say, and again, from a confidence point of view, and I think it's the last couple of games, away games, have obviously didn't get results, but the last couple of games they've played, they've got results, and this is obviously even more satisfying because the fact that they were down to 10 men under the pump, all that sort of stuff. But they were, as I mentioned, they were very resolute. And
what were they?
Oh, please, I don't even want to go there.
No, it's a great word.
Very resolute.
Resolute.
That's resolute. That's the
I
one.
just said that.
Did you?
It's just a good word. I like it. Enjoyed it. I'm not actually making fun. I thought
No. That's no, exactly. But no, it was a fantastic game. I'll be honest with you. The crowd wasn't fantastic. It wasn't huge, but it was probably more than what I actually thought it was going to be. Initially, when I saw before the game, before the kick-off, and obviously the people the supporters, certainly the Berger supporters, and obviously they were the guys that were here when I played, which is a long time ago, and I'm sure that the other boys up in the VIP room will be fairly ecstatic. South Melbourne Hellas boys might not be too happy, but certainly the Berger boys up there's a few of them up there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, isn't it? The ex-Bergers will be going, you little ripper. No. The Hellas ex-boys will be going, not happy with that. And the Juventus boys will be going, don't give us stuff, give me another drink. Anyway.
Well, I've got to take Peter Blasby home and also Jimmy Campbell.
Good luck with that.
So, exactly, so.
Oh dear!
But no, it's been good. I've certainly enjoyed the last 2 games I've done with John on Tuesday and yourself, Greg, today.
Yeah, it was better with me though, wasn't it? That's what I.
Anyway,
license to punch.
Absolutely. But no, it's been good. As I say, it's you do get carried away because even I'll never leave you in the fact that. There's been times where I'm heading the ball away and I'm trying to kick the ball away and you're not even on the park, but it never leaves you. So, but it's a fantastic result against the old enemy, as they say.
No, it wasn't a thumping game. There wasn't a great deal of quality, but we probably got that 6 minutes in with Yokokawa's goal. Kenny Taylor, a former champion of the club, he played 470 odd games with the Warriors.
I think it was less. I think it was one more than that.
Yeah, all right, whatever. Of course, it always is. On the day we celebrated with some of the great champions of the game, the life and times of Len McKendry. I think he would have. I think he would have enjoyed that one. I have. Kenny, it's been great to work with you. It's season 2024. The Warriors road
you.
ahead. I don't even know who we're playing next week. I don't care right now.
No, that's it. Yeah,
JB on C. John Byrne on the camera. Great job from him. Whoever the bozo down there that kicked over the effects, Mike, good on him. Spielberg has done a hell of a job. I spoke to Spielberg this morning and he started his day at about 9 a.m. to get everything up and running.
Still going. Yeah,
he's still going, isn't he? Look at him.
Fantastic
And,
effort, sort of thing. And obviously, we must mention the sponsors before we go. Greg.
Melbourne City Toyota and Windsor Management
That's
Insurance Brokers. Kenny Taylor. It's always, to me, it's just, I bow in reverence sitting here with a champion of the game who played 947 games for the Warriors before they shunted you off to Footscray. I love your work and you've been terrific. On behalf of all the team, all I can say, kiddies, is you're watching Warrior Nation, baby.
That's it.
Getting off.